Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to the 12th and final episode of my Christmas Countdown 2016 series. 12 weekly episodes of Christmas themed projects published every Wednesday from 27th September until today. I'm featuring the Here's to Cheers bundle for gift packaging. This is available in clear mount or wood mount, and it coordinates with the Cheerful Tags Thinlit dies. These can be bought together to save you 10%, and I believe it's currently a closeout bundle. If they do carry over to next year's catalogue, these two items will no longer be available as a bundle, and consequently you won't be able to get it at the 10% discount. There are 8 dies in the set, and this is what they look like when they've been die cut. You can use the stamps in conjunction with the layering circle framelit dies, the layering square dies, and the layering oval dies as well. And of course there are some stamped images included. This stamping detail is actually 2 images on the one stamp, and the best way to do it is to die cut the label, and then I put it on top here, and then I use another block and stamp it. Similarly with this, I normally die cut the label and then I stamp it just by rubbing my finger over it so that I can get perfect placement each time. And for this one, the contours of the rubber fits exactly into the grooves here, and if you want a stepped up version, I'm using cherry cobbler ink, and you just stamp an additional detail on the side. Like so. These are some examples of how to use the die. The one with the hole in it actually fits through the neck of a bottle, and you can loop a piece of ribbon through the aperture here, and it tucks from behind, and you thread it through so that it comes back out, and it makes a lovely gift packaging for a bottle. You can either stamp it, this detail, with the stamp, or you can die cut the same image and use that instead to give it more dimension. Or you can use these cello bags, and I've done the same thing. I've wrapped a ribbon round the whole of the bottle. I secured it with a glue dot at the top so the ribbon wouldn't move, and I've cut, gold embossed this cheers, can you see that, with the stitch shapes framelit dies. These aren't available at the moment, but they will be in the new catalogue. And then this is a way of using the other tag. So I've put to and from, that's all gold embossed, and that's just another way of packaging up your wine. So now I'm going to show you how to do cake and things. Now I've wrapped this up with DSP, and really I haven't given you precise measurements because the size of your gift will vary. Now this is a fruit cake from Waitrose, and this measures 2 inches by 12 inches, and I joined it together because there was just no room really to overlap it. So I've buttered up the 2 edges of the DSP so that it will fit over the cake just. It's really quite tight. Oh, now I've taken it off, I'm not sure I can get it back again. Okay, there you go. So the supplies you need are obviously the Here's to Cheers stamp set and Cheerful Tag framelit dies. You also need the 6" by 17" cello bags, and in centimetres that's 15.2 by 43.2. Some designer series paper. I'm using Presents and Pine Cones, but whatever you have, and then on the back of the DSP packs it will tell you what colours match and you will use those. For my Presents and Pine Cones I'm using Mint Macaron, Cobbler, Whisper White Scrap, 3/8" or 1 centimetre silk taffeta ribbon combo pack, Emerald Envy ink. And you need your Big Shot and magnetic platform. Bring in your magnetic platform, base cutting plate, cardstock die, and top cutting plate, and I'm ready to run that through the Big Shot. I'm going to do some stamping, so I'm bringing in my Emerald Envy ink, stamping on there. I'm going to be stamping Wishing You a Scrumptious Christmas Season. So I'm inking that up in Emerald Envy ink. I've already stamped and pre-cut that to save time. And that looks a little bit crooked, so I'm going to do a bit of surgery on that and stamp it again, because I'm not happy with it. That was a disaster. So I'm just going to get the sponge dauber and daub the ends to give it a bit more dimension. I've put dimensionals on the back, and then I can correct that crooked word. That looks better. So then I cut a scrap of DSP left over from wrapping the cake, and I've mounted the to and from onto a block, and I'll just stamp it together. And I'll probably use this stamp, decorative stamp, just to stamp on here. Bring back the cake, pop this in, and just grab a length of ribbon, snip it off, and cut off a bit of ribbon, and I'm just going to loop it and tie a knot at the beginnings of a knot, like so, and then loop it over my bag. Grab the two ends, pull it tight, snip off a bit of white baker's twine, fold it in half, loop it through the tag, thread it through, tie a knot, snip off the end, open it up, there you have it. Gift packaging with the Here's to Cheers stamp set and dies. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe or share on Facebook, and my grateful thanks if you do. If you're watching from YouTube, you'll find the list of supplies I use below this video in the Show More section with direct links to my online store. They'll also be listed on my blog here at blog.stampwithelaine.com. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.